Hello everybody, hope you're doing great today. Appreciate those of you who watch this video. I hope you enjoy it. Also, I'm grateful for those of you who have subscribed. Thank you very much, considering these aren't the best reviews and not the best quality, considering the other people who does this out there on YouTube land. So grateful for those of you who subscribe. Thank you very much. Today we're going to be talking about Diggstown, starring James Wood, Louis Gossett Jr., Bruce Dern, and a young Heather Graham as well. I don't know why I said young Heather Graham, but she is very young. This one, the other ones are kind of veterans, wouldn't you say? So 1992 was the year of sports movies. Let's listen to these classics. We got Gladiator, not the Russell Crowe Gladiator. This is a Gladiator movie about boxing, kind of underground type boxing. It's a very good movie. You should check it out. The Babe with John Goodman. White Man Can't Jump with Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes. And then we have A League of Their Own, The Mighty Ducks, Mr. Baseball, A River Runs Through It, and Cutting Edge. Can't believe those are some great sports movies right there. You know, I kind of don't know if I would consider A River Runs Through It a sports movie, but it is about fly fishing a little bit, you know? So I guess you can slide that under there as a sports movie. For those of you who don't know what Diggstown is about, we have James Wood, who is the hero of the movie, and Louis Gossett Jr., who's a boxer. He's the boxer. James Wood's kind of like the promoter. He's the gambler. And he's begins with James Wood being in prison. He kind of helps people escape prison. Like, hopefully they're innocent. I hope he's not letting these, helping these murderers and stuff escape prison. But, you know, yeah, hopefully that, because they never say what these guys did to get in prison. He's just helping these guys escape. Hopefully they're innocent, you know. It's kind of like a Shawshank Redemption type of thing, you know. Andy type thing, wrongfully criminalized. Anyway, that's enough about that. Anyway, so eventually he gets out, and there's this town called Diggstown, and their specialty is boxing. And I guess in prison, James Wood, he kind of befriends another prisoner who's from Diggstown. He kind of got the raw deal, was wrongly convicted of a crime, got put away. So he's kind of helping this guy get revenge on Bruce Dern's character, who kind of runs Diggstown. He's like a slimy kind of politician type thing. But James Wood, you know, he's a common. You know, James Wood, he's always playing these slimy kind of criminals, villains in these movies. And so it's kind of fitting that his hero character that he plays is kind of the same way. He's kind of like a little slime ball, you know, not always kosher, we say. He's not always doing what's right. He can be kind of shady at times. And of course, this is going to help him with this bet. Makes me wonder if the inspiration of this movie came from George Foreman back in the 70s. You know, after he kind of semi-retired, he had a night where he fought like, 8 boxers or something like that in one night. In this case, in this movie, you have Louis Gossett Jr. He's like an ex-boxer. And the bet is that he can defeat 10 of the boxers from Diggstown in one night. And so that's kind of like the bet between Bruce Dern and James Wood's character in this movie. This movie kind of has like all the stuff that's wrong with boxing. I'm not sure how much of this is still going on in boxing, because I don't really follow the sport. I'm no boxing expert, but you always hear about stories of promoters or managers of old time boxers stealing their money, boxers getting killed in the ring or coming like brain damage. You know, you get all that good stuff in this movie. Rigged fights, you know, all that good stuff where fights are being rigged. You get all of that in one movie. All that stuff kind of happens in this movie, or you hear about it in this movie. The action scenes, the boxing scenes, you know, which is going to be pretty much the last half of this movie, you know, kind of have to carry on. It's kind of like hit and miss. Some of the matches are pretty good. Some of the action in the ring is pretty realistic. Other times, he needs help, but especially the last match, or the second to last match of the contest, is a very good action scene. Very well choreographed between Louis Gossett Jr.'s character and the Hammerhead, I believe is the man that keeps beating him up in his professional career. He comes in there, he's kind of like the ringer who Bruce Dern brings in to wipe the floor with Louis Gossett Jr. so he can win. That's some good action in the ring there. But some of the other ones is kind of like iffy. This movie is kind of like a dramedy You know, it's a lot of drama, but there's also a lot of comedy. Bruce Dern plays an excellent villain in this one. He really gets under your skin. You really hope this guy gets his just desserts by the end of the movie. James Caan is very fun to watch in this one as he's working his magic, trying to con Bruce Dern's character, doing, stuff that's kind of under the table to help Louis Gossett's character win these fights. He's not above cheating himself. Both these guys, Bruce Dern, he's the evil. He's evil, so you expect him to cheat, right? You expect him to do some dirty tactics. But James Woods' character, he's not above using some dirty tactics either to get the win for Louis Gossett Jr. And Louis Gossett Jr. does an excellent job in this role. I remember watching this when it first came out. See, it came out in 92, so I was about 14, 15-ish. I enjoyed it then. This is probably the first time I've seen it since then, since 92, 93. Watched it at home, VHS, went to the good old video store like we used to and checked it out for the weekend. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it now as an adult. I found it very interesting. I love the action. I love the storytelling. Good revenge. You get some tragedy in this one, you get some suspense, like is he going to be able to pull it off? I should say at this point that we did have the great Randall Tex Cobb in this one. Was an ex-boxer. I think he was kind of somebody whose manager stole money from him. He was very good. He was always known for not... I think he only got knocked down once or twice in his whole career or something like that. He was like somebody who had like an iron jaw in this one. I kind of find it ironic though that in the beginning he's the one who gets his butt kicked in prison. But he's kind of like the good prisoner that James Woods trying to help get revenge for. Heather Graham plays his sister. Talk about Randall Tex Cobb's character. She does a pretty good job in this role as well. You can see that she has some acting chops. That's just a pretty face at this point. I am doing a little bit of research. Found out that James Wood and her dated a little bit during this time period. Very interesting about that, I guess. See what else is there to say. It is kind of a cliche boxing movie. You can kind of predict what's going on in it. That'd be one of the slights of this one. But overall, like I said, I enjoyed it. I would recommend this one, especially if you like boxing movies, you like a little comedy. This is for you. I mean, it's not no Rocky movie. It's not like the quality of Rocky or Raging Bull or anything like that. It's just a nice, good movie where, you got some good action in the ring. Bruce Dern plays the guy that you really do hate. Does a really good job with that character. James Wood is a lovable criminal type mind. And I think this is probably one of his better roles that he's done. He does a really good job in this one. It's kind of like this is during the height of his career. Like you got this one. And then, a few years later, I think he did Hercules. And then he did that one with, I think, Matthew McConaughey. Where he's playing the guy who shot Eggers, what's his name? Megger Eggers. Is that Megger Eggers? Is that? I can't pronounce his name, and I can't remember it very clearly either. But anyways, he was a civil rights activist back in the 60s. He got assassinated, and James Wood played the character the guy who assassinated him, Megger Eggers. I know it's M-E, is that M-E-D-G-E-R? I don't know. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. Anyways, he's a real no activist back in that time. Very famous, very important to the cause. And I'm way off the track there. Well, let's get it back on. Anyways, have you seen Diggstown? Let me know what you guys think about the movie. Did you enjoy it? Do you not like it? I think it's a pretty good boxing movie. Like I said, I had some good laughs. Got some good drama in there. A great villain, which these kind of movies need. And everybody did a very well job in their roles. So it's something I would definitely recommend. One of the better boxing movies out there. Have a great day, and until next time, bye.